Hey everyone, it's Joelle and welcome back to my channel. So today I am actually gonna be trimming my hair. Fun fact, I haven't trimmed my hair since, or even taken scissors or shears or anything to it, since I did my big chop back in April of last year. So it's been about 10 months now, 10 months. You know, I was gonna do it at the 6-month mark. Actually, that didn't happen. So today I'm gonna do it at the 10-month mark. I was gonna wash my hair, but I plan on doing the colored hair wax tomorrow, and so to get it out I'm gonna have to wash my hair anyway. So I just co-washed and detangled my hair this morning, and I put a little bit of that Main Choice leave-in or leave-out conditioner just to help maintain some moisture in my hair. Basically what we're gonna do, section off my hair, detangle it again, trim it, wet it, and then put my deep conditioner on it, and then deep conditioner and finish out my wash day routine. So that's kind of my goal today. I watched Natural 85 do her trim video, and she made it seem super easy. First off, I'm gonna write my first mistake. So if you guys watched my big chop video, I didn't have cutting shears. I used paper scissors. Stupid, yes, I know. So I went on Amazon and I just purchased some like $10 or $12 hair cutting shears. So that's what we're gonna be using today. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go and cut these bad boys out of their packaging, but yeah, I just got these off Amazon and these seem really nice. Holy cow. I'm kind of mad that I did my big chop with a pair of shears now, but we're just gonna keep this really simple. I don't want this to take forever, so we're just gonna trim, deep condition mask, and then just probably twist my hair just to keep it out of the way. I think, honestly, I don't know how else to do this, so I'm just gonna take little sections of my hair. I'm actually gonna wet it a little bit more. So in Natural 85's video, she actually, what did she do? She did hers on dry hair. So I was going to, sorry if I'm like not looking in the eye, I'm looking in the the little reflection piece so I can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm not ignoring you guys, I promise. But she did hers on dry hair. I was like, I don't know if I want to do mine on dry hair. I don't know how I feel about taking scissors to dry hair in general. I don't know. Do you guys do that? You tell me. So we're just gonna go back through again with my comb. We're just gonna detangle this section right here. Nothing crazy. You can pretty much feel the damage. I know I can. I'm gonna try and get up close here and see if you guys can see it. Well, I can feel where it stops becoming soft. It's really smooth and soft here at the top. And then at the bottom, it starts to feel a little bit rough. And we're not gonna cut a whole lot off. She did like 1/4 of an inch. I'm probably gonna just do the same exact thing. Here's my section. I'm just gonna take alligator clip. I'm just gonna pin this hair up real quick, just to keep it out of the way. And then I'll probably pin up my sides so you guys have some more room to see. Okay, that's a lot better, holy cow. And then probably one more just to pin the back to the side so I don't accidentally cut it on accident. All right, so my hair's still pretty dry, so that's not too bad. So mine's just a little damp. So I am just literally gonna smooth this out. And I'm gonna slide it because I'm right-handed, so we are going to slide down. She said feel for tension too. When you run your comb through it, right about here is where I feel it. And you can see just at the tail end, we're gonna cut a little bit lower than that just to make sure we got everything. Hopefully this helps a little bit. And I have a big mirror right in front of me, so this is gonna help so much more. Ugh. Just be careful not to nip your fingers. Ooh, okay. Okay. Whew, oh my god. There it is. There's my first piece. Holy cow. Let's spray it with some water, and then I'm going to put my Main Choice deep conditioning mask right on top of it. So, got some mask, and I'm just going to twist it really fast. Wow, my hair feels so smooth without those dry, scraggly ends on there that are probably still like dealing with the relaxer and stuff. That's so crazy. So cool, we're just gonna do a little fat twist and leave it at that. I'm not too worried about it being like super perfect because honestly, you guys know, I don't straighten my hair anymore, so, and I don't plan on doing it for like a super duper long time. I'm not too worried about it getting all crazy or like a little bit uneven. If you guys are worried about that, you can straighten your hair and do it that way, or maybe even like blow it out or something, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just worried because my hair isn't like super long, so I can't just like pull it all the way around my neck. So that's a little difficult. Anywho, what was I saying about cutting on dry hair? Oh yes, so Natural, she cut hers on her dry, pre-twisted hair. I have this weird thing about cutting on dry hair. I feel like your ends split easier. I'm not a hairstylist, so this is just my personal opinion. Cool. Ooh, ooh, are you ready? Oh my gosh. And then I'll just fluff it out, and if I feel like something needs a little bit more of a trim, then we'll do that. And twist it on up out of the way. This is probably where it's going to get tricky in the very back. I'm terrified. This is kind of relieving though, because I've been wanting to do this forever. Like I said, this is the first time I'm trimming it ever. I feel like the more I practice it, the better I'll get, and I'll start to figure out like how I like to cut it and like what angles and things like that. Right now I'm just trying to kind of like nip the last like 1/4 inch, maybe even like 1/2 inch off, just because I've let it grow out so long without a trim. I can even tell that it needs a trim because towards the ends it gets really hard to start like detangling that. And like I've already detangled this section tons of times. And then I also, like on the bottom, I'm actually trying to do more of like 1/2 inch, and then like more towards the top I'll probably do more of a 1/4 inch and stuff, because the bottom of my hair is growing way faster than the rest of my head, so I kind of feel like I have like a mullet kind of thing going on. And also I'm like, if it's damaged, it's damaged. I'm just gonna cut it off, and it's not like anyone's gonna really notice too much. I have always been somebody who's not really that afraid to cut their hair because I've had so many different hairstyles in my lifetime. If we mess up, it is what it is, so. And obviously, like, the sooner that I like, or the more I keep up with the trimming, the less I have to cut off each time, obviously. So for those, I know someone's gonna be like, you cut too much, oh my gosh, like, you don't need to cut that much, but you know, like I said, most people do theirs every like 4 or 6 months that I've heard. The only reason why I'm cutting off that much hair. Some of you are probably like, well, if you didn't wash your hair, why are you deep conditioning? I just kind of want to give the, like, just my hair kind of like a fresh moisturized start, especially before I put whatever this hair dye wax stuff is on it tomorrow. So I just want to make sure it's hydrated and taken care of and has a good start before we potentially mess it up. Arms are killing me. I would like to hear how often you guys trim your hair. I know it just kind of like, it's different for everybody. You just have to listen to it. You have to keep an eye on it. And, you know, it's all part of the natural hair journey, which is new for me. This is kind of like the next big helpful thing is like making sure you keep your hair trimmed. You can make sure all those split ends and single strand knots and all those things. That's what I was gonna talk about. A lot of people ask me if I get single strand knots. The answer is I do. They haven't really been bugging me as much as I thought that they would, or as much as I've noticed it has with some other peeps. But yes, I do get them, and obviously the longer my hair gets, the more I will be dealing with them, and have been dealing with them. Okay. Obviously, keeping your hair trimmed is going to help with that. For me, oiling my ends, or just making sure I have some sort of moisturizer. Always focusing on my ends. Always, always, always. So that's why I'm not too concerned with like my leave-ins or curl creams or whatever the case may be really like getting onto my scalp. I try to keep my scalp pretty clean or else it starts to get itchy. So I tend to focus a lot of my hair products just like towards my ends, and that has been actually helping me a lot. I know a lot of people are like, why don't you section your hair? Well, it's like the only part I'm really focusing on are like my ends, so I don't really, that's another reason I haven't really like felt the need to, this is not staying, section my hair every day, or when I wash it, or when I style it, whatever the case may be. I have, however, thought about doing a video where I do maybe like my wash day routine or a styling routine, or maybe even both, where I section my hair for you guys just to see how I like it. Like, you know, I can't knock it before I try it. It's just, I know it tends to be like a time-consuming thing. And it's like, I honestly just don't have time to do it in the mornings or anything. So I just haven't done it. I think we can start on the sides now. Let's start on the sides. And I'm not doing like tiny sections because honestly, like I said, we're just trimming the ends. We're not like cutting to style. Ew. I hate because it's like now I can definitely feel like what damaged ends feel like compared to like the freshly cut ones, and I'm like, I want it off. I want it all off. Ew. So this is where I'm not gonna trim a whole ton off. I don't really feel like these sections, or like closer to the top, don't really need a massive trim. So we're just gonna chop right here. And then nick that right there. Cool. All right. Oh, hands are tired. Also, I think the front, just because like I don't really lay on my stomach when I sleep, it's mostly like laying on my back at night. So the back of my head is probably gonna have the most trimmed off hair. Oh my god, my arms. So cutting the back is really hard. Okay, I say that back. It's not like super hard, but it just, our hair requires so much upper body strength, like. But also it's like my hair is just long enough where I can like pull it around and like see where I'm cutting, but it's still like hard because I have to like force my head one way, my hands the other, and I'm trying to like keep my fingers as steady as like humanly possible. Literally, I have a sweat drop going down my head right now. Ew. My arms. You know, I thought my arms would be capable of handling all this by now, and they still aren't, so. Crappiest twist I've ever done, but like I said, they're just to keep my hair out of the way as I'm cutting. We'll make it work. Perfect. I do know that on my next grocery list, I definitely need one that, what they call it? Is it the 360 mist bottle or just like the constant mist spray bottle? I want one of those for sure. I also need some more like alligator clips or just hair clips. Think about actually just gonna smooth that piece down because it is not twisting at all up here. Alright, so we're getting to the tail end of this here, so I think I'm gonna put this front section in a little puff. By the way, this is probably as close to a puff as you guys are gonna see on my hair right now. And I know you guys have been harassing me about it. And honestly, my hair is not that easy and it's not that long to put up into a puff. Maybe we'll try it. I wanna wait until my hair's about at the 1 year mark, which is April 7th. And I think, you know, by then, let's give it another like 2 months. Maybe, we'll see. Just to grow a little more. It's honestly not, it's like, it's grown out. Obviously my hair has grown. I just don't think it's actually long enough to put it into a puff. And if I do, it's gonna look something stupid and silly like this. I actually stopped putting these top sections in twists because they're just not holding. So I'm just putting the conditioner on it and then sticking it under a alligator clip. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but I'm just sticking it underneath this alligator clip to hold it down. So yeah, just like that. It's noon. It's already noon and I started at like 10:30. Oh my god. So yeah, for this entire top section, I am combing my hair up and then trimming it while pulling it up because, well, I wear an afro most of the time and my hair doesn't grow down, it grows up, as you guys know, type 4 hair. In order to, instead of like pulling it down to the side, I'm literally combing it straight up, as you guys kind of saw me do with some of the other sections. Kind of like if you had really long straight hair, you're gonna comb your hair down and then trim it across this way. Well, with my hair, because it grows up and out, like, you know, towards the sky and stuff, it just makes more sense to brush it up and then comb it out that, or trim it while it's brushed upwards. I'm gonna trim it right here. Ow, I nicked myself. Be careful not to cut your fingers and things. It's like after every section I have to take like a 2 or 3 minute break because my arms are just like at their wits' end right now. Just, oh, it needs to be done. It's needed to be done for a very long time. The whole front of my head tends to be the softest too because, like I said, I don't sleep on my stomach, so this part never gets squished. It never has to deal with any like crazy friction or anything. It's all mostly like the back side of my head. Oh my god, we're done, finally. I'm just gonna twist up my last section here. And then before my camera dies, I'm just gonna go put my plastic bag on my head, wear my hot heads cap for 30 minutes, rinse it out, and then I'll come back and we'll kind of like re-examine the whole thing to make sure I didn't like completely jack it up. But I feel so much lighter already. This is amazing. Alright you guys, so I'm back. I rinsed out all of my deep conditioner and I just styled my hair. I just did kind of like a wash and go and then picked it out a little bit. Here it is. It is a little shorter. I will say when I first saw it, so after I rinsed out my deep conditioner and I first saw it, a little piece of me died because I was like, oh my god, I think I cut off more than I really wanted to. But that would literally lasted for like 5 seconds because the whole time it was, I don't know, like I feel a little lighter. Actually, let me show you just how much hair I cut off. So I literally like cut off a little afro. Here's all the dead ends from all over my head that I just cut off. Honestly, it is a lot more than I thought it was gonna be, but like I said, I waited 10 months before following up with any kind of trimming or anything. Or like I said, some people go like 4 or 6 months maybe. But yeah, I am actually very happy with it. I feel so free. My hair feels so soft, like super soft, because I'm not like brushing over all those damaged ends anymore. I'm actually really happy with it. I actually came out looking a little bit better than I thought, especially for doing it by myself for the first time ever. It doesn't look too wonky. It still looks like it's maintained most of its shape. I did go back and I lopped off a section here, and then exactly on the opposite side I did the same thing, because they were just like too random. They were just too long. That's why I said like this whole bottom half of my hair grows so much faster than the rest of my hair. So I wasn't shocked that I actually had to cut off a little bit more just to get to even. But I'm actually happy I made that decision. This is the back. I hope it looks good, because I technically haven't even seen the back of it yet, but I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. My hair feels a lot healthier, and yeah, and I'm sure I will gain whatever 1/4 to 1/2 inch that I cut off today. I'm sure I'll gain that back in no time if I continue with this healthy hair journey. Cut off what you don't need to hopefully get double what you need in the future. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoy my new little haircut. It's really a trim. I shouldn't really call it a haircut. But with that said, I hope you guys still enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say